All right, hola amigos. I'm going to go through your hoja de repaso, your review packet here, and the answers. So what I have, first of all, remember I told you escuchar. We would have to change that. In amarillo right here, you should have two subject, three logical, and then the auditiva auténtica. It'll actually be out of 10 points. I think it says 8 on your sheet as well. It should be 10. So this question is different for you. It says te burlabas, and you should have put si me burlaba. But this right here, this sample is a good one for what will actually be on el examen. Te burlas, and then your answer is no me burlo, right? Because the question has te, answer has me. Over here is the one that makes sense. ¿Por qué cierras la puerta? Porque estoy harto de tanto ruido. The other ones don't really make sense. As far as vocabulario goes, 15 puntos, and then you have sinónimos and antónimos, right? Same versus antonym, different. Okay, opposite, opuesto. El opuesto is right here. So, burlarse and maltratar, empujar and jalar. Really, you just have to know your vocabulario. One thing over here, paja doesn't belong because niñera, joven, and entrenador are all people. And lío, regalo, ruido are all things, and harto is an adjetivo. Okay, so you can see that mostly what I want you to get out of this section is that some of your vocabulario adicional will be on el examen. Okay, not like you have to memorize it, but you have to kind of know you do have to be familiar with them and what they mean. There is a new link of all of your vocabulario adicional from Capítulo 2 on the planner, okay, along with some other grammar diarios and things. You got to know saber, which is to know stuff, versus conocer, which is to know people. So yo sé que, I know that. I'm going to underline that. So yo sé que versus knowing people. Mis padres no conocen bien a mis profesores, okay? And then these I'm sure you did well with. We've done this type of thing in El Diario a lot. Demasiado matches with muchísimo, and then sacar, of course, there's two verbos there, an R and an R. And then la puerta is la cosa, the thing, okay? Down here, it kind of tells you exactly the skill we're looking at, right? So after a day, we need an R. Did you know that? Gusta, so it matters, or it was mattering to them. He mistreated. Se enamoró de, the little words. There's a part later where we do a ton of those. And then, do you know her? La. And then, of course, because we're estudiantes, we need sorprendidos. Next página. Ayer, action past. Cuando era pequeña is just like de niño, OP. And then, of course, the backwards one, you to us. These are the ones you've been maybe wondering about. Okay. So take a good look at these answers. I bolded the ones that you should have. Okay. So the whole first one is an OP. Creo que la chica al lado de la puerta. This one is pretty simple, straightforward, not too much going on crazy there. Remember, if this were a de él, we'd need del. Okay? De lado. And same thing here, de su mochila. So no del there. 2 of 10, make sure you got those R's. A lot of you forget those. This I have pasé and pasaba. It's kind of unclear on context here. I just take both. This is the one where you have multiple ways to say it. So, van a enfrentarse a ella, or se van a enfrentar a ella. If you went super fancy and say se la van a enfrentar, you could have said that too. Same thing, this second part, los maltrata or maltrata a ellos. También. Okay. 5 is fine. Presente. Pretty straightforward. Say should be all in the OP. Hacíamos and tocábamos. Make sure you have those accents, right? Especially on the ábamos. It matters to them. I don't love the important, but it matters to them to attend a la clase. That shows up in a second here too, and we didn't talk about that a ton, but a la clase after asiste a. It's going to still be an R because it matters to them to get good grades, all right? So it's a continuation. Last one's pretty good. Se casó con. And then, yeah. This says, recomiendo que estudies todas las prácticas de la gramática para esta parte. So, all of your grammars is what it says. Practice, practice, práctica, práctica. I'm not going to go a ton through this part. You can just look at the letters. And if you need to pause this video to check quick, you can. This shouldn't be anything difícil, right? So you can pause if you need to. These are based on vocabulario as well. So we got to know the different, we got to know our vocab, okay? Got to know our structures. You can pause this video también and take a look. Otherwise, I don't think there should be any problemas here. All right, going to keep going. By the way, on your worksheet, there should be an accent on the a, esta. These are all those little words. And really, why do I have this part on here? We need to know these little things for the translation part, la traducción, okay? We didn't talk a ton about asistió a. That's why I have that highlighted. Make sure you've got that. Weird ones like con over here, de. Se enamoró de, okay? And then we categorize our trigger words. I think we should know those pretty well, okay? So if you have to pause and make sure you got the right stuff in, of course, used to in English is over here. Anything that we used to do is ongoing past. But they say, I do want to talk a little bit more about por qué because it's a big part of your examen, okay? The grammar part, the AB part. 13 is pretty straightforward, but 14. They are delightful to her, okay? So in Espanol, they work backwards. It actually, in Inglés, it doesn't, right? The girl, she loves them, but it actually means delightful to her. So that's why it works like le encantan regalos. Okay, I'm going to underline regalos because that's why it's the N. We've already done this. Estudiantes hartos. Pasatiempo plus ando y endo. Lots of you missed that in your speaking. Harta de hablar, though. After de, we need an R word. This one is reflexivo. Se mete. Se enfrenta a. And then because it is hermanita, underline the A, it's la empuje. Parte de, 4 backwards verbs for you, right? If you have to pause and check them, you can, but these work backwards, and we know those. We should know those. Parte E was more traducción. Kind of looking, the italics are showing you ongoing, action, presente, because it's ahora, and then was going to change, cambiar de opinión. All right, and then you read about Luisa and Eduardo, and I'm going to just show you the answers here. If you, lo siento, sorry. If you need to pause and take a look at them, you may. These are very similar to the types of preguntas that will be on el examen for the reading part, okay, for la lectura. All right, yeah, later you can let me know if there's any preguntas, any questions on these. Okay, how we found them in the reading. Got to think outside the box. Remember, these type of preguntas use contexto, context clues, right? To figure those out. For this part, we really just need to know our structures, vocabulario, right? If we don't know sorprendidas, maltratamos, we can't do it, okay? All right, la última página, last page. This is really more gramática than vocabulario. To change, decide cambiar. Cierran. Same concept as before. Encantan cucarachas, right? They. Número cuatro. 4 is a weird one. I'm going to highlight it. We haven't done sigue hablando yet. I'm not sure why that's in there. Lo siento. But it should be hablando. Hablando is the answer. Okay? I'll make that yellow. Amarillo. She's to clean them. So backwards one. Los bebés. Me gusta pasar tiempo corriendo. Now, me gusta pasar. After me gusta, we have that R. And then tiempo corriendo after pasar tiempo. And because of the yo and the o, we need a me. Almost there, almost there. I wanted this to be under 10 minutos, 10 minutes, sorry. El estudiante me empujó. De niña, so OP. They got married, so AP. De repente, so AP. Todos los días, so OP. And then the last 3 are vocabulario. Shouldn't be any problemas with that. Where would you keep a book? You walked too slowly, demasiado despacio. And then he pulled her hair. He wouldn't push or pull or close, or save. So, las respuestas, lo que quiero. When you're listening to this, you should have been marking down, okay, I want to ask her preguntas about this one later. So, yeah, make sure you mark those down. I'll upload las respuestas, the answer key tonight in case you missed any of those. Otherwise, you can watch this video otra vez. Gracias.